Yeah. Tell man them say you better than me. Trust no one and if I get a dream fee. If I dey go high, be God no be weed. Small sound make you never overspeed. Say we need be hard and they wish you well. I feel when you be hard and they wish you well. Me I no go but I am used to them. I'm a day student. Oh come on, sempa martini now. See my son pa martini now. You say I dey rush me martini now. Who see me no shame martini now.
Okay, just gone by was the end of the breakfast show. And CC, I'm running for a year, Mr. Daniel Coy. And Betchin Komono. I'm so be from every Hello. Hello. All right, I'm set. Good morning, Mr. Daniel Coy. Hello.
See me no shame martini now. Okama sempa martini now. Me see my son pa martini now. I do like I know here pa martini now. Me huni now. She martini now. Okama sempa martini now. Me see my son pa martini now. You say I dey rush me martini now. Who see me no shame martini now. Okama sempa martini now. Me see my son pa martini now. I do like I know here pa martini now. Me huni now. She martini.
Hello, Antimata. Hello, Antimata.
I'm a day student.
Yeah, what's your good morning?
So we be out and they wish you well. I feel when you be out and they wish you well. Me I don't go but I am used to them. I'm a day student. When we go far away.
Okay, so Mr. Daniel Coy, what's him in car? Good morning, Danny boy. Hello, Daniel Coy. I'm in town, Cap. Me pacho, what's him in car?
You say I dey rush me martini now. Who see me no shame martini now. Oh come on, sempa.
Hello. Daniel, I'm saying one thing, what's him in car, pacho?
Yeah, me too can. But I say call be air bath through. Wait me I can't call na nanka.
Hello.
Okay.
Hello, Danny boy.
Yeah, it's me started.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, me too can.
Me cry me tell kaka crazy, but I say nitro.
And the baby feel hard no more because me had the BBI okay.
Hold on, Pacho, just 2 minutes. Why, Pacho?
Pacho.
Oh yeah, I'm sir. My Hussein here. Yeah, good morning. I'm sir. Are you okay?
This year the ultimate car.
The Pacho ultimate car.
Me too can.
Yo, we dey fache am say feeding na was say me and the fruma mane kone nim kakra. That is say bibia boko.
Oh, nyame adom bibia boko na Pacho so e.
Radiadom send you nim da no.
Yo.
Wa onim oje ebe kan say sabre ye ne oya Daniel Coy and twetwe komo no. Ya bia no Tuesday bia obama my update about near co immigration. See, I'm say to you Daniel, I don't pay yasu had boko ona nampacho. Bibi fufuru bi ha between the atudwa efficacy form no e de atudwa nampacho.
Yo, me dansi bebre Dr. Martin anopa we odi about o program no so. Na ene me wo a number of issues that me person me no ebeshe na omehu their air cost so about immigration while we joining in for the first time your family are Daniel Coy and if Fortwell Solicitors na Fortwell Solicitors so we yeah immigration yeah family law yeah civil litigation yeah wills and probate any of these areas or legal issue be now be here yɛbɛtumi aboa during this lockdown also no. We are open for business as usual. Nyame nkyɛ adom no, aban no consider yɛn as essential workers and as providing essential services. Nti no, yɛgu so a yɛboa amanfoɔ sɛ wobɛtumi atu kwan aba yɛn office a wobɛtumi abɛhu yɛn ɛwɔ Homsey. If ɛyɛ ade a wontumi ntu kwan na wopɛ sɛ yɛbɔ nkɔmmɔ to wɔ phone so anaasɛ remotely bɛuse video facilities such as Zoom ne WhatsApp ne adeɛ nso a yɛbɛtumi provide saa facility no ama yɛn nuama a wɔntumi ntu kwan. Na yɛn nyinaa ɛnnɛ the reason why I choose these two particular areas I'm putting about home common. The first one, visa extensions, any other concessions home office for Edemaya because of COVID-19, update home office for a year as at 18th of January, which is yesterday. And no na mebo boso actually for said ya omobetimi a channel so no betimi etu anamo. Then my second main topic, me person me discuss it, and then no, other forms of visas are amount for with me a year application for especially omo krum has say with aircraft such as students visas and answer omo back room has say using the legal ways omo the back room and none person but because
Yo.
if you name say Brexit as well it's important that we prepare for the other avenues that amount for person back room have been on me take advantage of. Students are a work room has said they bring have for the last academic year on which most of them visa air by area this January. It be more among we are like ya the anyway equating by January, February, March there. Now in conform has say last academic year this year and most of their visas about the expire. Into the question they keep on asking is say what are our options? Different type of visas na ebetumi agye na yɛtumi de atena kurom ha sei ɛno ɛna ɛnnɛ anɔpa mepɛ sɛ mekyerɛkyerɛ mu options a ɛyɛ available to them ɛkwan a wɔbɛtumi afa so na wɔayɛ applications na wɔbɛtumi atena kurom ha sei without having any issue. And my second topic, nti no to start with, visa extensions, any other concessions are home office for a day because of COVID-19, yɛn nyinaa yɛnim sɛ nkurɔfoɔ bebree ɛba kurom ha sei for nsrahwɛ wɔn de 6 months visa na ɛbaeɛ ebi wɔ hɔnom koraa mpo na sɛ ɛnyɛ 6 months visa koraa mpo a visa na wɔde baeɛ no even if 2 years or 3 years na sɛ ɛyɛ visitor yɛn nyinaa yɛnim sɛ at any point in time you cannot stay here for more than 6 months and over. Unfortunately for us, nkurɔfoɔ ɛbaeɛ no in a lockdown yi start yɛ ne adeɛ nti ebi wɔ hɔnom a na osuro sɛ ɔbɛkɔ akɔfo plane na wakɔ ebia na wakɔnya yareɛ yi na because of ne underlying issues na ɛde anim nsɛm a ɛbɛkɔ akɔfa aba nti no we have a number of people a wɔde saa 6 months visa na aba kurom ha se a wɔn nkrataa no ewu anaa wɔn residence no ɛyɛ ewu a wɔn pɛ kwan a wɔn bɛ extend it. But yɛn nyinaa yɛnim sɛ efikɛseɛ mu for last year during the initial lockdown no wɔn issue guidance bi ɛbaeɛ ɛkwan a amanfoɔ ɛbɛtumi ayɛ application anaasɛ wɔn bɛsɛn the email akɔ na automatically no yɛ extend wɔn leave to remain no ama wɔn. These extensions ɛkɔ so a ɛkɔpem 31st October 2020. Now, after 31st of October 2020, now the expectation is say nkurɔfoɔ a wɔbɛtumi etu kwan akɔ fie will try as much as possible to leave. Instead of say wɔbɛma grace period na nkurɔfoɔ etumi efi kurom ha sei no, what they started doing is say wɔma exceptional assurance. Exceptional assurance, and as if you make us exceptional indemnity, and no was a little bit different from what we previously have in the sense, so yeah, application for some exceptional assurance. Now, the expectation is that Ube prove say you've made every effort, say Ube fi but efforts now has not been successful. For instance, Abia Ubuki flight been on the back room, how was your return flight? you have attempted to fly back to baby Upi Aobaye, but flights, and I say airline, have not been willing to take you back, and I say any issues where you've had, such as illness and as a self-isolation, you need to have evidence to get that exceptional assurance. So the long and short of it is, we realize that many people, even though they will ideally want to get that exceptional assurance, for them to continue living in the UK, it was just not practical. Say, me the evidence, abba na ometimi atwa so it's na krum has say, so they had to go back to baby omufi ebaim. The good thing is, during these concessions na omo de buy, it was then possible say open say wo switch call a different category of liver ubetimi at switch. For instance, yɛn sɛ wode visitors visa ɛba kurom ha sei na first no wopɛ sɛ anka woyɛ awoware wɔ kurom ha, it was not possible. You say specifically visitors visa na wode baeɛ no wogye the one that permits you to get married, and I say marriage visitors visa. If one for marriage visitors visa and back room, it was not possible. But if Uba has say with visitors visas, yeah, na nyamin chadom, ebia or dofua or wokrum has say no arrangements no was said can be a mobile copy and mako worry, but because of COVID-19 and a coronavirus need to me and copy and warrior. What these concessions allowed, and they say ubetimi I worry ewo krom ha say now with the application atum ewo krom ha where mra won copy. The key thing is say at the time I will hear application no now won krata enguye sa extensions ya can once and abia why be all this while and so that worry because worry ewo krom ha say with those type of visas definitely a yes registrar and notify if you get him. So that is very, very, very important. But the good thing is, it was possible, say, Home Office, when they apply concession amount, now wait me a year application, now we're switching from services, we now war has say a different category. That's the good news. The second thing is, Omwa of you honoma okra visitors visa. Na oba krum has say ebi obesra ne ba ewo krum ha obesra ne dofu bi ewo krum ha say oba no he's not been able to return but ne ba ewo krum ha. Personally, Rebecca Charles said, Ukra visitors visa, not say a valid, not a young we now your application on the basis that we a parent of a British child. Share immigration rules, not a say a refuse you. Strangely enough, that rule was there. Until all the visitors visa baha, even though we're British child. And that's why I waited 7 years. I say, I will visa no in we and quad. They say, visa ne woodada. That's what we has say I will need and crata. It was possible say with me application now we not crata. But the visa ni in there was a clause in the immigration rules that meant say the application I will and yet idea or but these concessions also allowed that to happen. Say ubetimi I will krum has say, and based on the fact say has said that even though the initial plan was not for you to come and stay in the country, but we do because of circumstances person will copy and as a untimi and copy ubetimi after chip to route being a parent of a British child now with me it na a krum has say. So that was brilliant, that was good. The second issue and a concession I wanted to discuss a year or more NHS workers and more year juma our healthcare industry there were these concessions that was given to them, so make me a automatic 1 year extension for their visa without having to pay for it and not a year free. And also that's so main child they extended sa concession to support workers into the area a juma emma social care area care home view support staff and yes we a doctor now we a nurse necessarily a support staff but you are working for the NHS, you are working for the healthcare industry. It was possible to wait me higher application for that extension. I mean, it's still there, it's so available. The only difference is the first nanka ubit me automatically. It's no longer like that. CCR forward now we application. for you to get that 1 year extension. If you happen to find yourself in that position, now you want to take advantage of that concession, please, after the program during the week, whatever time I will be available,
I
meet
come and
me at
kubisa
prayer.
say,
We can go
actually,
through the
come and kubisa
details, the
say,
requirements.
would you advise say and call more and yana say
Yeah.
be omuya helper? They should bring it for your assistance application.
Oh, it depends on the individual. I mean, of you or Honoma, he will think say on one conservative without any issue. If the person feels confident, say without any issues. We don't have any
Okay.
issues. The person do anything. So now we sure
All
say
right.
we the right thing. Now we here professional helper. We are always available. Say you bet me assist on your boy, your acquaintance.
Yes,
Waiting me ISR application without any problems. Then during this COVID crisis, they believe it or not, there are a number of people okay, from January last year, 2020, February 2020, March 2020, because of lockdown, they were not able to come to the UK. And now Omonkrata Akuwu Ewo Ghana. Me personally, I have many clients in that position. We
Oh,
know young Fortwell Solicitors, there were many clients in that position. Omaya stuck outside the UK because of these
this is not funny
lockdowns
at all.
about last year. No? And unfortunately for them, Omo visas aku ewo ehodom. During that period, if you can see more for issue guidance, omubema concession, visa concession, meaning say, who here say, omubeba with visa, and they were supposed to send an email. So almost provided some dedicated email address via. We're supposed to send an email to that place, and for them to consider it and issue that concession, to them to travel to the country. Unfortunately, most of the time, for them to provide that concession, what the efficacy for no were asking for, they say, Uber confirm it or flight date, time
Oh,
over.
okay.
But most of these people, because not only and
And craft auntie.
until when airlines were even coming in, they wanted to get and to make sure say, oh, we want craft to be to point. And some are confirming the flight because a few hundred they said British Airways near the almost cancel almost return flight to the UK. Incident for a year chartered flights, a few hundred which you £500, £600, and something you book. And these people were not too sure, say, if you can think of responding to them. We have a number of people, if you can see before were not responding in good time, and because of that, they were missing their flight back and forth, and because of one reason or the other, they still happen to be in Ghana as we speak to you, and as they happen to be outside the UK as we speak to you. Omonkrata and Akuwu Ewo Ehonom. If you move 2.5 years because of our British nationals, if you move 2.5 years because of British Kuala, if you move work permit, Omo Ghana Honoma Omonkrata and Akuwu Ewo Honum. Home office, well, things seem to be settling down a little bit. Things used to seem to be making like a year organized because from last year till now, you always send the email on obey 1 month cramp or not response and by what send you another I basa
Yeah,
but
no correct.
God willing, in Yama Aisha settle and they have issued new guidance on the 11th of January 2021. Now guidance here almost publishing what they have done is say in Krofua almost stay and Omakoka almost Kai almost call once I took quite before 17th of March 2020. It is possible said Ube to me a year application for 3 months visa concession. Na ama okwan ama we right UK. Na wetimi abe renew or visa no ewo from which is good news. At least they've made it clear. I know also say in the last week, yen for omakoka ewofie, they started getting those emails for them to send their details to efficacy for them to be able to get our concession visa. Now, if you tell me and now we be or you are in that position and answer the visa, this is what is happening. The guidance have been published. If you need assistance to be able to get that way, for you to come back to rectify or immigration status, we are more than available and the help is there for you. You need to take advantage of it. We don't know how long that concession is going to last for internet. It's important that people will take advantage. In the moment contact your MPs, in the moment why frustrated because of mutikasa, it will feel any idea. In fact, make sure say you follow this new guidance and make the necessary arrangements and say they are obey to me aba chronimu without any issue. Then we have other concessions. Yeah.
Said, Danny boy, when we say what about people are more monitor when these laws are still available. Sabi, dodo na enyo bi a omo monitor e bi a lawyer na ya man nti ono ya onhwe se bi a sabri we e bi a nsusu afufuro bi ana hyehyɛ afufuro aba. Say e was a time bi a no omo efrefre lawyer no omo hu ne ekɔ ana nyesa nti e bi a apart from kakra na omo atum kɔ website and see emra ya resume adwuma ana ne asefo no obi okra sabi ontumi type computer no hu say say na bi a home office o my madwene for any new measures and CBP nti so hu wo lawyer no ni nkomo and want to what
and it very true say from time to time we'll be making sure say you keep yourself abreast with these things it is quite interesting. The people say, oh, it seems that every Tuesday we are FDAs who are people for discussing. The reason why I FDAs so be discussing is immigration law one aspect and another one area of law almost at this sign at the fufro na was that particular position so Jamia Wadom say solicitor or representative what assurance say you have your interest at heart, change it be about or be update you are, then you don't have the problem. But if was solicitor not to onim the echo these informations, he doesn't update himself because we keep on saying say yeah solicitors, but obiane in a specialist area or specializing in oba Fortwell solicitors your solicitors are almost specializing in other areas, say litigation, employment. Our banners so we hear litigation, employment. I will ask them you to go to them. Those people know on wow immigration issues is so it is key that you get the right person with the right experience and expertise and that is the reason why we try to do this program week in week out. These concessions is need to take advantage. I mean, are stranded with Ghana and they know how difficult almost situation in a year. So my expectation and my understanding is they are taking the necessary steps and they are listening to all these updates so that they can take advantage of it and get things done. The other aspect and as a other group before your question came in. Spouses aware for any minimum income requirement. During this pandemic, almost one group of people are almost under particular pressure and as a crisis. One of them due to renew the enkrata in the coming weeks, in the coming days. Unfortunately for them, because of COVID crisis, obi to fellow scheme and they are stressing over the issue of minimum income threshold. Say 2.5 years, now or 5-year routes now. It's important say anytime application you need to show and indicate that you meet the minimum income requirement, which is 18,600. With the 18,600, this has to be met anytime they are application. So it is possible to a bimu or but they don't meet it at this very moment because of the crisis, because ABI not to redundancy. So ABI is self-employed, Nejuma, Aye, Kakra, Sikanem, face. The good thing is, if you can see more consider and are aware of these issues and in their recent updates, they have not forgotten about those people. What that means, if you are planning, you are in a position, say, over a year application to renew or visa. Now, over 5 year route, so, but unfortunately, we seek a sem, we do not sem, aye basa. You currently do not meet the requirements, of 18,600. Now, it is possible, say, if you can see move for consider your income, before the COVID situation. Before the COVID situation, if now we G 18,600, and I would do more than that, 20,000, 14, whatever it is, a year above the minimum threshold. But during the crisis, because of that, to fellow, and because of that, I redundant, it is still possible to make an application successfully because of these concessions. I must warn individuals to say, you they have tried, attempted to use these concessions, but they did not know how to go about it.
Yes.
Because of that, so yes, I do to 10-year route. So was similar situation now. We ensure say the 5-year route now, making sure so we seek professional advice. That would be my only advice, and none of on that scenario. No, I must also say, and yet ewu renew our pen me are benefiting from this concession. We also have individuals obi onoma on the way and ani kunu a ewo fie omo plans inside anka obeba obey application amana back mu afiwe, and as I just before the lockdown na komo your plans inside obeba, but because of lockdown into the Juma assay, and he thinks because all meet minimum income into the ultimate go find a no ember. The good news is you can use this concession, to make an application for Ujirina and Aukuna Presanka Okofana if you find yourself in a situation now, person will be eba, but you can also because you're redundant, because you're the to fellow scheme as well. So no possible say with me application using this concession, but me only advice in the same, but modern na seeky advice, but modern na seeky help. Now making sure say you quote the specific guidance to the efficacy move on. And yes, one here almost for the reason why I'm stressing on this point, and none of I say I have seen a number of refusals before almost tend to say application and based on that you refuse your application. Finally, with these concessions, COVID concessions, may end it with students, students visa, Home Office will have, they recognize the difficulties that students are facing in the UK, especially international students, and the COVID lockdown back and forth. They did not forget about them. Almost a bit of issues here and there on me at the abo or mobile. For instance, most universities are closing down. They are not allowing the students to come to face-to-face lectures. Into your friend distance learning. For distance learning, what they are saying is it is permitted. First, say one call lectures say university in a report to ni withdraw visa if you want them. They recognize the need for people to do distance learning. So we are distance learning. So long as the intention is to return to face-to-face learning as soon as the circumstances allow, Home Office will not penalize you for that. And now almost almost extended almost students visa because me envy course due to COVID-19 almost the way abba concessions abba for them to be able to do that application without any issues. And now working time limits. Say who student visa has here. There's that big issue of 20 hours work during term time. Normally, Ukra student visa won't mean more than 20 hours a week during term time. But concession, one of it says we Juma Emma NHS. We Juma Emma NHS. With me, a Juma more than 20 hours cap during this period, so that it will allow you to do whatever you have to do. And also, a bit of good news over there. Then we also have Bibia, your friend, we graduate route are more launching in summer 2021. Yenya in say CCR no say obesua de e wo krom ha say na unya student visa this academic year na uwie anytime after summer 2021 ye be ma 2 years work permit now
Oh,
they are
wow.
age
And you
unya
say
say
simple. That means it's a good news.
oh yes, it's a good news. I mean, we've talked about it a number of times with this program. So, but Abia OBTN for the first time and are on to hear about it and only anything about it. Yeah, one new route I introduced a friend graduate route. First, no, your friend no, so route no hono mu yifi hono matande ababa. Your friend post study work visa, and no more sande ababa. Urie u school, u university graduate level and above ɛwɔ ha se a automatically ne ama 2 years work permit a wobɛtumi ɛde ayɛ adwuma ɛho hia sɛ wobɛnya job offer ɛfi obiara hɔ daabi wowie yɛ na ne ɛde ama na wobɛtumi de ayɛ adwuma nti no ɛyɛ very 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 good news and what they are saying is say even if wogye start school ɛwɔ kurom ha na you go for it through distance learning so long as wobɛbɛyɛ wɔ last semester no wɔ final semester no ɛwɔ UK no wobɛtumi wɔn nso wobɛtumi abenefit from graduate route nti no ɛno no nkurɔfoɔ nhyɛ no nso ebi a woyɛ student wagye wo student visa anaasɛ wonya ngye wo student visa bi wɔ hɔ noma yɛwɔ wɔ courses bi wɔ hɔ noma bi mo yɛ wɔ ɔmo other affiliate campuses ɛwɔ Ghana na woyɛ wo course na but for final semester no then you decide say okay final semester no deɛ mɛba UK ha na mabɛyɛ me final semester no ɛwɔ ha se if that happens to be the case so wobɛyɛ your final semester no ɛwɔ UK a wo nso wobɛtumi take advantage of saa graduate route visa na ɔmo introduce from summer 2021 no nti no ɛno nso yɛ adeɛ a we believe say students no ɛnhyɛ no so.
Okay, I'm saying obi pese obi so asem lawyer. Se utie aha aye GN radio. Na ye twetwe ye kan say ye emra sem ɛwɔ ha ɛyɛ studio line no so pese ofro bi se bibia menya message na answer na mekoso no. Ebi a wo so afrɛ na do afidi ato ha studio line no ɛyɛ 0208 735 8820 and I say 0203 286-0185. And your WhatsApp number also is 077-8793-9950. Or say, good morning, lawyer. Please, I would like to know if I can use my COA to apply for national insurance and job. And since my application as a spouse of EEA National is still under consideration, also, please, how can I do a pre-action protocol of the application, which is more than 6 months now, but no reply from the Home Office?
Interesting question, Iponibisa, in terms of national insurance application and a bank account, getting a job with certificate of applications. That's COA, the full meaning, the full meaning, a certificate of application. This certificate of application, the OG certificate of application, and normally, they will tell you, say, it permits you to work, it allows you to work. And if that is the case, most employers are supposed to accept that document, as evidence of your eligibility to work in the UK. Unfortunately, there are a number of organizations that are not almost sure they almost accepted that document, for one reason or the other. I don't know. The main reason why people are scared to use it, and they say, a picture in that document, since you're not sure. However, if you get even more understand the difficulties of people using that document, they have a policy and also a procedure in place whereby an employer can go online, put the details online, and within 48 hours maximum, confirm either positive feedback or negative feedback. If unya positive feedback now you can use that document as your evidence defense against any fine Home Office for any may want to fine you for employing an illegal immigrant. Very important. If you one person will go through this hassle, so they struggle but there are organizations, if you keep on looking at Ubenya Ejumano, a ban national insurance number, obtaining national insurance number now, the department are almost taking care of, a department for works and pension. And no, my advice to you is say, contact the Department for Work and Pension. Either so come online portal, no application, and also from no application. In this current crisis, I want national lockdown. Meaning the policies that they have in place to make sure say individuals obtain this necessary document and a national insurance number. No, but I'm very sure say just like any other government organization who are trying as much as possible not to disrupt people's lifestyle and as issues, I'm me and make provision for you to obtain a national insurance number. And on any problem, just make sure that you speak to the right people or Department for Works and Pension. Now, now it's me now. And when it comes to bank account, yeah, now bank accounts, and also banks, they've been told say over there will be a bank account, them will be a make sure any panel or and crata. And so ukra was certificate of application after open juma. Obviously, it shows clearly says so it may be a bank account. Sometimes traditional high street banks, yeah, now a little bit difficult, say with me be account with those documents. But now no, we have these fintech banks. Okay, these we can say new banks are sometimes it can be easier for them to accept and they understand these issues because they cater for a niche market. They cater for some backroom half of a lot of proof near there. A typical example might be Monzo Bank. Me I don't want to advertise for anyone, but there are a lot of fintech banks are more than happy to be account amount now with media starting at least and no we advantage in terms of getting proof of address near there for future bank accounts are open say will be. Let's while we are waiting for ABR callers to call in, ABR may moving on to the next topic, But your ultimate but your ultimate
What you mean?
yeah, me too.
Aha. Obi se na dia ba say oye lock up and a lockdown our Ghana. Na obi a opeso reach you na se bibi ni na ebi omo mpeso obeba how does he approach incidents no say bia wakwa Ghana for some reason no lockdown no no the application no I'm say it was required say what's wako Ghana and wako Ghana and it be a COVID no and since same thing no still no almost holding it down with Ghana on your day at the end of it.
Oh, so what's ye na uwo Ghana na wako lock it down. I mean, wako stranded.
That's the
right
word,
term. Wako stranded or Ghana because of lockdown into the way nyamba in time before we crack and everywhere. The first step you need to do is with me afraid your numbers now you provided a screen also no most of them are available or WhatsApp into with me afraid and then explain your current situation to what that is the first step. If you also with me send an email or call your website www.fortwellsolicitors.com obenya any of us your email addresses or website and also you can send us an email directly with what situation. What we want to know is that the type of visa na now chrome has a different type of residence permit and now chrome has say and sana copy and who could do so what have you done so far? If you move applications, we would like to see all those correspondence between yourself any efficacy move on before we may be in a position to assist you. It is important for people to take steps as early as possible because you need say frustrating, you need say and for actual honum, and we know what they are going through, and we are more than happy say yeah be born. You know, dear friend, who friend na you know discuss yeah whatever advice be a wo ho bia no, will be more than happy say you be ma sa advice na wetimi enya wo krata na wetimi e dia back kro ni mo be du kro ni mu a the answer we yet to regularize your stay in the area and the anything. And the good thing we read FSM so when we're talking about Omo Makoka, it would be anything. If you can see more have also considered the fact that a BIMO and leave to remain, who say war 5-year route, war 10-year route. The expectation is say be continuous, akopim timer, Ukrata and be will indefinite leave to remain. Indefinite leave to remain. You want to check whether you've been in the last 5 years, you've been outside the country for more than 180 days. The better calculation. What they have said, and they say, yeah, you will time outside the UK, based on you being stranded during the pandemic, against you. And they are very, very good. They shouldn't, at least they should get the reassurance to say the fact that they have stayed outside the country for that long period, and affecting or more application for indefinite leave to remain when the time comes. Almost decided way I share or more immigration rules anymore. They've codified it clearly. It's something that we believe that it would not be an issue. But knowing home office from experience, I will still say you don't take things for granted. Don't say, oh, because Omatro be saying, when the time arrives, automatically, they and crack ebe money without any issue. No, that is not it. Even though they have codified it, they have stated it, it's important when you are making an application, now say what stranded, it will be for such a long time. Now, I'm fancy now, back. You make things clear in your application because when you're clear, now say, Obi, share or consider what application now to name say even if you can see move for a was our concession way or normal one if you're normal amount, then you have to go through the court process, you have to try and appeal, do administrative review and all those things, and it's inconvenience, it's a lot of money wasting there. So it's important that even though announcement has been made, people take the necessary steps when making application. Make sure say already in Yama I clear or no man specify say more can say any. Unfortunately for me, in music or car Ghana for this length of period, more can say affecting me for me indefinitely to remain. So make sure say you refer to them to the guidance that they have themselves have published. Say they are affecting any application out there.
Okay, so still my lawyer Daniel Coy, and and you're trying to come for Emra Sema War, especially UK Hasi. Na we na say Bakumi ni be but still I know. So I feel no back here number is 0203 735 8820 and I say 0203 286 0185. Yo, so more per lawyer Australia a lawyer ubabo Australia anything so at show baby I'm one we just in case one person be home baby I'm
Yo, so what's and I say upe I swear honoma Hornsby. Hornsby no nearest train stations are Hornsby station, Temper train station also Eben, Wood Green station also Eben, Ubetiananti Efi, any of these train stations about your office. It will not take you more than 10 minutes to walk to your office from any of these 3 stations that Marvel Boston. In the meantime, so contact me directly at my phone number is 079 449 76161. Mesa the number at to gra ebium is 079 449 76161. So operator will contact me after the program and I say anytime during the week I'm if I trouble more than yang office numbers so is 0203 3257 and also Oprah will be more than happy say advice. The good thing with Fortwell Solicitors is we don't charge for initial consultation. we are one of the few firms in charge for consultation. So when you're too clear, you just want clarification of a second opinion on a matter that you've already discussed. If you come to us, we'll be more than happy to share our opinion with you and give you clarity on any issue. Now, whilst we wait for other people to call in to the program with their questions, during the introduction, making it clear, say I'll be talking about options that are available for Mukra student visa, in January, February, March, a very busy period from Mukra student visa. And I say time a year between Kakra. I will just mention it briefly for individuals while per further explanation, with me friend after the program. I'm more than happy to say may answer those questions, at the amount. And pay the brain, who has say with student visa, and I say a bit well, you get a bit worried, applying your alternative, your options. Now, the good thing is because of Brexit, Fiketimo have done a lot of changes with immigration rules. They have introduced new routes. One of them is starter visa. The other is innovator visa. And less
second one
known
here,
visa
the
type.
Pacho, if you have one thing nearby. Second one, what's the visa?
Innovator visa.
Innovator visa, okay.
Yes, innovator visa. The last one I'm a person with boss, a representative of an overseas business, representative of an overseas business visa. These are three type of categories of visas that people can opt or go into if we almost do a room has say. Now the first one, a startup visa. No, the good thing is the requirements, a negative one, you need to have a business idea or business idea before you may be our person we say it must be unique, it must be something that must have growth potential. And
Okay.
yes, over yet now it's not them and yet any way you
Lawyer,
have to
I'm saying, Obi, so the question be about, I'll say, good morning, lawyer. A friend has just applied for renewal of spouse visa on the 18th of January. The wife's visa expires 2nd of February. They only got visa application on 12th, okay, 12th, I don't know what she means, which is 14 days away from submission day. Is that okay, or should he also start uploading documents? Thanks.
The nitty gritties of visa application. Yeah, now it's very difficult. I will go into details without knowing the other aspects of it. But let me just try and give a general explanation what needs to do, what needs to happen in this scenario. Normally, no, say we application echo to na white home office fees na that is the date of application. Forget about the other aspects there. So we'll upload the documents and so we'll send the documents, okay, biometric card, those things are secondary. The key thing for visa application to be successful, and after the data, if you can say move forward, we'll consider when showing say what submit your application on time is the data which you are seeking if you can say move forward. So that will be the date of your application. Right. If your visa is expiring in February, now within another 14 days, now visa na EU. Now your main child wait me a year payment, each year. You have time to make sure that you upload your documents. You don't necessarily have to upload the document before the expiry of your visa. If you can, you can do that. If you cannot do it, now you need to take time to do it into a quiet home. What people need to understand and what I tell people is it is very, 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 very important that whatever document you upload, you get it and get it, do it and do it right. Because problems everything are also and those will be brave. The reason why I'm in per se in rush with uploading documents and I say if you upload it that's a whole the qua and one you have to do it and make sure that you are doing the right thing. The important thing what time ABT kakra, you need to make sure you do is with your visa fee, your receipt, then make sure so what to the necessary documents now you need to gather for that particular application and or representation, and then you have time to do it. If you want to you have up to 3 months so we submit it our documentation, not necessarily so we yet before visa and it will not affect visa will stay in any way. So ABI will move for evidence so what submit to application now. We need the reference number now we for the payments and I'm which we move for. And almost use our reference number no ABB a friend of ETS checker, it will be positive. You wouldn't have any issue over there, even though you are yet to upload the necessary documents. That should be at the back of your mind. But when you documents in any time, feel free to be uploading, but make sure they are uploading the right documents and affecting application.
Okay, Stella, no war GN radio so. Yeah, legal affairs. Your name Daniel Coy. Now I see. I can't base manum. Near court na ebia open so fresh studio and I be a fee number a 0203 735 8820 and I say 0203 281 0185 a year Daniel Coy and I'm saying in Kano. Na what they na say no so atibia I'm sure Bobby we are final mama Sunday atibia not the who be alone so why you work. Okay, another one so or say COVID-19. I don't think that we has to do with the legal. I'm so saying I don't know. Say it has to do with the COVID-19. Should be each of us mandatory instruments one that has been taken seriously. I think the way a normal and upper if I should not say any. And you know, as I say, we be 4 minutes, but we be come final. We are near because.
Me who say Yenya some papa thing or Facebook so the question be about so me answer and not briefly ama some or say a lawyer my extension of spouse visa will expire on 27th June 2021. When is the best time to renew it? Say visa na ebe 27th of June 2021. The best time to renew it will be within the last 1 month visa na eba be within the last 1 month visa na eba be no betimi submit application anytime. Anytime from 28th of May is a good time for you to submit the application. 28th ECOPIM 27th and after 26th of June, ideally, may expect to say submit application. And I may explain it earlier on. The important thing is you make the payments, you submit the necessary online application. The documents that you have to upload, can go in later time. But so we will be there ready by the time I will submit to application, from 27th of May corner, waiting now upload and it shouldn't be a problem. My final message, and I made the previous topic, for Omwa, student visa, and has said they have a number of options. Option 1, over to be a friend of startup visa. Startup visa, a very interesting. Let me say, next week, let me go into detail all the necessary requirements, eligibility requirements. Idea Fortwell Solicitors with me. I hear a day wow. It was our application also. No, I will go into it because maybe I'm used to 5-10 minutes. I will not be helping your listeners. So,
okay.
The other type of visa also are available for such people, innovator visa. And only a little bit complicated in such the expectation is a bit high, and as you can see, also they expect to show at least 50,000 pounds investment funds. May not be able to have it. But with the startup visa, you don't need to show that. And also will show they say 1,270 pounds in your bank account 28 days prior to the visa application. And open you need to show anyway English language, 1 or 2 document, business plan. All these things, Fortwell Solicitors, you wait to me, now wait to me at the IE. Now the last type of visa,
hello. Good morning. Yeah, good morning. Yes. Pacho offer thing for send line could be me I'm friend number.
I'm saying line I can't see. All right, that's fine.
We're back.
Oh,
Hello,
okay.
good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Hello.
Yeah,
Good morning. Pacho, na mi bisa say indefinite leave to remain, but almost actually is all may fingerprint for a card. Inti ni minim say bibi inti na omo pese obe fingerprint ana say bibi no omo hunti a omo friend so me fingerprint.
If I shall repeat your question from the beginning.
Or say when you are man indefinite to remain, say. Now, still, I know my friends on my fingerprint. Now,
For a card.
They almost by a day.
For card, for indefinite card.
Yeah, fingerprint card. No person.
Okay, but if I show, your mouth indefinite, is it permanent resident? Not because we are I'm saying line I can't see because let me pay further questions. I made clarification if you. I mean, use this opportunity to explain what is happening with this biometric card in EE nationals.
Or a few seconds painting, so I'm going to farm and patch.
Yo, okay, basically, possible say over permanent.
Yeah, but Facebook there still I was so just to let you know, say I know there was so that's
it is possible say the card and as well permanent residence based on the fact that you're a family member of EE national, you will not have a card. Now email. Now Vignet and a card. Why application for settled status? We application for settled status. Now normally no a email na eba. But if you want a card, your application separate application I wanted clarification. Say a be a nipanana or buano no. Why application for that card or not? And send me a further explanation. Into me or send it and answer na obisa question. No, oh dear, every time me afraid, and I'll be more than happy say more explanation. But I don't think say there's anything wrong going there. Just to say, here biometric details. No me the card at the amount. So yeah, that's it. I'm sorry, say with the question about Facebook platform, so I ain't me answer. Kwame, I will be a question about retention of rights with me after the program now, and I'm more than happy to assist you.
All right, that's CP.
Ingresi approach my muha ya swedi yenya emranimfo a wen akwadare wo emranimu a poto kasemu ye kase a lawyer for entimi nuanom mumyemfa ye immigration ensem nyina enko dan wo Fortwell Solicitors emranimu akuku drofo se watna ha che ombeboa wo ma wonsa kan wo krata na se wedi edro nso a eyom kokokra eba ne nipa setena mu eni adwuma mu nsem bia omudimu akotene pa omu wo mre di mani pa bia na de enika wo mu mpone se no consultation fee.
Fortwell Solicitors always puts our clients' needs first. We specialize in all UK visa applications, detention and deportation cases, student and work points-based work permit applications from both UK and abroad. Fortwell Solicitors also deals with long residence and human rights applications outside the immigration rules. Don't wait till last minute. Fortwell Solicitors is located at
Unit 1, ground floor, Katrina House, 50A Clarendon Road, London, N80DJ. Nearest tube station, Tempark Lane and Wood Green. Overground, Hornsey Station. Buses, 41 to Archway and 144 to Maswa Hill. For more info, call 0203 3257 030. Call our 24-hour line on 0754 8701 011. Website www.fortwellsolicitors.com.
Opening hours Monday to Friday 9:30 to 5:30 p.m.
Thursday beyond so your Milton Keynes.
Fortwell Solicitors is regulated by SRA.
Fortwell Solicitors.